Good evening. Sunny here, Mesa, Arizona. I tell you, I'm a blessed man. And I tell you, I'm 70 years old, pushing 71, and I tell you, this is the greatest time of my life. And somewhere in the scriptures it says, he saved the best for last. There's no doubt about it. We are coming into a great spiritual shift. You know, maybe it was 2012 that did it, but right now, this is the greatest time to be alive, and it's only going to get better. For those that reject the message, you know, you're in the bondage to a religious spirit. A lot of stuff that's coming out, people are going to think is new age, but it isn't. It's the next stage. So I just posted a link to Mike Parsons with Gil Hodges. Both of them are my mentors. Mike's been my mentor for over 2 years. I've learned a ton of information from him, spiritual knowledge, and I'm a little bit with Gil. Mike Parsons is in the UK, you know, and on this side of the pond we have Gil Hodges and his wife. So, you know, it's going to take a program to get deprogrammed from the religious spirit. I was in church for 30 years, sat under the two greatest watchmen of the 20th century. One has passed on, the other one's still alive. One was Teen Challenge. You know, he worked with the drug addicts back in the 50s and 60s. He had a great ministry worldwide. The other guy, I call my Jersey rabbi, JC, Jonathan Kahn. You know, he wrote the Shemitah year, the Harbinger and all. I tell you, you got to mix the old with the new to get a good flavor, you know, salt and pepper, you know. But I'll tell you, these guys, they may not reject what's being said today, but I can tell you from experience, it's freedom. It's freedom from the religious bondage of our forefathers and everybody else out there. We have 40,000 different denominations worldwide. The greatest move of God right now is in Iran. I gave you a post on that. It's the fastest growing church. Jesus is appearing to them, and they don't even have a church building. They just meet in houses, just like the first century, the disciples in the first century. So, I mean, this is what it's coming down to. I have a street ministry, Sunshine Ministry, right here in Mesa, Arizona. Sunshine, S-O-N, capital S-H-I-N-E. And I live in the Valley of the Sun, okay? But they spell it S-O-N, Valley. So, you know, you got the spiritual aspect of life, and you got the earthly aspect. You know, sometimes I feel like one of my favorite TV shows was Monk. If you know anything about Monk, he'd go in, he uses his hands and stuff like that. And I bonded with Monk. Matter of fact, on his last, I think it was eight seasons, but on his last one, I had tears in my eye because I knew the guy. There was a kindred spirit there. I loved the guy, and when if you know who Monk is and you watched him, you would see when he came to a conclusion of what he was doing with his hands. His eyes, you could see his eyes, they would just light up. He wouldn't say a word. All you had, the picture, you know, the camera went right to his eyes, and you knew, bingo, the light went on. So, you know, take it or leave it. I'm half dressed because I'm getting ready to go out take my girl out, my doggie out, and do some witnessing. So, excuse my, you know. I'm not showing anything that you wouldn't see at the swimming pool, so don't get righteous on me. I love you guys. Okay, it's going on 4.5, and I got a motor mouth. You know that. I am so sorry. God bless you. I love you. Bye, honey.